Welcome to Upgrade. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and today we're going to bring a portable USB multi-port Type C. So this is a pretty different thing that we're going to demonstrate here, but I'm going to show you what you guys could use this for and what maybe it could help you out in the future or for your items you have that you want to display. So let's take a look at it and let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside the box. All right, this is called the YCC Team USB Type C. It's a 4K ultra high. So unfortunately, I don't have a 4K monitor that we're gonna demo this, but we are gonna demo it on the display port that's 1080 and see how well it works. 3-in-1 adapter. That's pretty much what it is. And the instructions in the back, nothing fancy. Type C to different multiples. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, see what you get. One little they do actually give you a little manual, and besides the actual screen in the back, not that bad, so that's a plus. You know, well protected, of course. You know, they always bring in these stuff as it's aluminum base. Now here's the Type C that I'm talking about. Type C connection here, and then they give you a 3.0. And then HDMI, and then they give you another Type C connection here at the end. So I'm going to take a look at it and see how well it works here. And of course, this is a power. It tells you here it's for power, HD, and USB. So that's where you actually want to make sure you could power up some stuff or something in there. This is a way you do it from here. So if you're going to display stuff. So let's go ahead and put it together and test it out. See how well it works. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and plug in a Droid on my monitor itself. So now we're going to do a test with a Droid phone, and we're going to put in a USB and the HDMI. We're not going to even power it up right now. We're just going to keep it independently. And as you can see, I have my monitor here, and I'm going to put it sideways. If I put it sideways, changes the angle here. And then I could easily start typing in using my mouse and keyboard. I'm just typing gibberish right now, but the mouse and keyboard, and I do have a mouse and a keyboard working together, and I could control the mouse, close it out, discard messages, and I could have my mouse and keyboard at the same time working on it, and I could change the adapter and the display and everything's working from this independently by itself. All you have to do is plug in the HDMI and then put in your USB if you want, and this works also great on other objects. So we're gonna go ahead and test it and continue testing it out, see what else you can do with it. And one of the best things I like about it, it works well on your actual iPad Pro, and the iPad Pro does have Type C, so we're gonna plug it in. And also we're gonna continue on using the USB for the mouse and keyboard. On the message, we could start using a keyboard, and this is working on an iOS system really good. Now the mouse is not picking up too much, but it does pick up once in a while when it goes to sleep. So you got to make sure you kind of move it around, and you can still use this touchscreen here. You could touchscreen and get out of here. And we're gonna bring in something else. We're gonna bring a bunch of videos in here, and of course you could use your mouse to click on them if you want. It works the same way as a freaking computer. It's really good, and as you can see it's actually playing, and I'm able to control it from the mouse and keyboard. Alright, so I got my Nintendo Switch here. We're gonna test it out with the Nintendo Switch, of course. Pretty much we're gonna plug it in, and we're gonna power it up too. And the way it works, we're gonna plug it in here. Alright, I did a review on this one already. It's a portable monitor, so we're gonna go ahead and put it together and display the Nintendo Switch using this adapter in here, and we're going to power it up at the same time. So let's go ahead and do that. So right here, so you are going to need cables, because this does not come with cables. All right, so make sure you are aware of that. So first of all, I'm going to power my monitor here. So I have an adapter here. We're going to plug it in. We're going to go ahead and plug it in. So on this case right here, I have an HDMI adapter. We're going to go ahead and connect the HDMI, our actual connection power from the actual Nintendo Switch. We're going to plug it in on the last port here where it says the Type C, and that's going to power it up, and it should bring in to my display already, or any kind of display. And here it goes. So let me move all the cables around. So pretty much this is powering up. This is an adapter. Instead of having the cradle, the giant cradle, you could just have this, and connect everything to this, and easily as putting it together. Or if you don't have the cradle and you're traveling, this is a perfect way to take it with you and plug it in at hotels. This is a way better way to travel. So instead of taking the big old cradle that you have for the Nintendo Switch for a course, you could buy this adapter and take it with you on the road. So just make sure that when you travel, when if you're going to be traveling with this, take your own HDMI cable and your power adapter, because right now, unfortunately, you do need power to power this system. Now, this is a monitor that has to be a separate power source. So you could use a hotel's TV, plug in your actual Nintendo Switch adapter, put it in there, get your sticks, your joysticks together, and start playing it immediately on any TV. And it's a pretty good way, a portable way of actually having it. You could have this set up at home if you want. Or in different rooms, you could have this one in one room, and then you could have the cradle on your other room. So it's not a bad idea if you guys ever travel or move around from place to place to power up your Nintendo Switch. And of course, the big plus is that it comes with a 4K. So if you're ever going to display something in 4K, you can do it from this adapter. All right, so let's talk a little bit about it. So this is a great adapter for those that have multiple rooms and want to be able to play with your Switch. You could have one room, you could do your cradle and then move around to the next room. Also, the great thing about it is that I like about is like it works. It's versatile. It works on pretty much on any kind of system that has the Type C connection. You could power it up through this part right here, Type C, and then you could power and you could display through the HDMI if you want to. It's up to you. And then plus is that they give you the USB, and this will be for your keyboard or mouse depending on what you want to do. Now, a lot of Type C's are not compatible with it yet, especially the first generation. So it might be compatible with the second generation and on. So just be aware of that. So you could power all the systems at once just by plugging it in here, and it will actually power up your Nintendo Switch and other items too. It's another option to have too. But just be aware that this system's not for everybody. Look into it first before, and if you can see it, I did a couple of tests in here, and I hope it can help you out on any kind of things that you're looking for. Also, it works great on projectors if you have an HDMI projector to display something on it. So if you have any questions or any comments, let me know. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and we're out.